Bliss of Relaxation. This is a relaxation hypnotherapy session for regression, regressing through time, regressing with the freedom of choice, and moving backwards, having the choice to move backwards through time. To complete the picture of any moment. Like all hypnotherapy sessions, this will be a very deeply relaxing session and will lead you into a wonderful, deeply relaxed state of being through which you will enter into various levels of trance. Some subtler than others, some perhaps slightly more deeper or deeper than others. As this is a hypnotherapy session, please make sure that you're not listening to this session while operating any heavy machinery or driving a vehicle. Make sure that you have set around 30 to 40 minutes of time where you will be uninterrupted and undisturbed. You can follow this hypnotherapy session while sitting down or lying down comfortably in your bed. Perhaps grabbing a blanket just to place around you very softly. As when you relax, you may feel slightly more cooler than normal. You can listen to this hypnotherapy session during the day or at night just before going to sleep. At the end of the session, I will call you back to awaken a consciousness. If you're listening to this hypnotherapy session at night before going to sleep, you can ignore this callback part of the hypnotherapy session and allow yourself to drift to a deep, natural sleep. When the message of the hypnotherapy session can penetrate more deeply to the subconscious mind, your body will relax and you will awake the next morning feeling energized, refreshed, fully alert, awake, and revived. So for now, finding your comfortable position, making sure the phone is off if required. Holding your eyes open, just staring at a spot in the ceiling, the wall in front of you or the floor below you. Just allowing your eyes to rest there for a moment. As they rest there, you begin to feel the first parts of the relaxation, like a warm, soothing feeling, like a glowing sun shining down on the scalp of your head. You begin to feel a soothing, warming sensation spreading over your skull and your scalp. Gently washing through the hair follicles and down towards the nape of your neck. As you'll be relaxing through this hypnotherapy session, please be mindful that if any emergency arises, you'll be able to bring yourself out of this hypnotherapy session very quickly, easily, and safely. And you will feel alert, awake, fully refreshed and revived. But for now, as all is safe and stable, and all is well, you can continue to allow yourself just to relax and to move more deeper. And perhaps now allowing your eyes to close over if they haven't already done so, recognizing the heaviness you feel in your eyelids. Let your eyelids just gently shut over. Perhaps your breathing going just a little deeper. And be mindful if there's any background noise. You can just allow that to drift off into the background. And in fact, any background noise will help you just to drift even more deeper to your wonderful trance hypnotic experience. Any background noise drifting off and allowing you to go 10 times more deeper throughout your experience. So through the course of this hypnotherapy session, you'll hear my voice. My voice will lead you to a relaxed place in your mind, relaxed feeling, a relaxed thought. And it's okay throughout the course of this hypnotherapy session that if you do feel tired and drifting off, that you just allow yourself to do that. Don't fight that. Allow yourself to drift off if you feel that. Even if you drift off into a wonderful deep sleep, very deep sleep, and you cannot remember much when you come back, your mind, that subconscious mind, ever watchful mind will still listen to the words and will be able to make use of them, to organise them and make sense of them in a very productive way, which is in accordance with you and yourself. So for now, to begin this session, draw your awareness in through your body, all the way through your toes to your toenails. And we begin in the toenails, and at the toenails we see the nails like fibres, like threads stuck together, and perhaps looking closely, threads and knots and ropes all tightly wound together, fibres, threads and knots. Seeing any anxieties or worries, any stress or tension, there in your toenails in the form of knots, tight ropes or thread. And when I count 1 to 3, at that number 3, these threads, these knots, these ropes, unwind, untie, release, let go, and your toenails become very relaxed, very perfectly balanced within the moment, soothed, softened. And as they become soothed and softened, you begin to feel yourself drifting even more deeply into sleep. And as you drift into sleep, you also drift backwards through time, back through each second instead of forward. So in there now, looking at the threads and the nails, I count 1, 2, 3, releasing, letting go, allowing all the tension, the stress, the anxiety just to disappear, to soothe, to soften, to relax. As your toenails, each toenail softened, comfortable, relaxed and soothed. Drawing your awareness into your toes, and repeat this, looking within your toes and seeing all tensions, stresses, anxieties, worries, there in your toes in the form of threads and knots, ropes, all tightly wound together. And as I count, and when I get to that number 3, just releasing, letting go, unwinding, relaxing, soothing, drifting, sleeping, moving backwards through time, unrestricting, 1, 2, 3, softening, releasing, letting go, unwinding, your toes becoming very relaxed, perhaps heavy and well connected. Drawing your awareness into the soles of your feet. Seeing any tensions, anxieties, worries, stresses there in the soles of your feet in the form of threads, ropes, tight knots, all tightly wound together. And when I count 1, 2, 3, releasing, letting go, unwinding, just relaxing, relaxing, relaxing. And just being mindful that it doesn't matter whether my voice is loud and clear and sounds close or distant, far and soft. Whether my voice is fast or whether my voice is slow. Your mind will continue to follow the words and script of this hypnotherapy session and will continue to lead you to a wonderful, deep, relaxed place and state and level within your being. So drawing your awareness now into your ankles and seeing any tensions, worries, anxieties, stress there in your ankles in the form of tightly wound threads and knots, ropes, fibers. And when I count 1, 2, 3, releasing them, letting them go, just allowing the soothing, soft relaxation to move through your ankles, letting go, releasing, dispersing all stress and tension. And as the relaxation begins to take over your feet and ankles, you do feel that you're beginning to drift, to sleep, to move freely backwards throughout each moment, backwards in your thought. And it's okay to drift off backwards, to move backwards in time, because at the end of this session, we will once again replace the normal movement, return it, allow your mind to move forward again. But for now, in this regression, relaxation, hypnotherapy session, your mind going backwards and choosing moments to remember perhaps the not so typical moments to which it normally sticks, but very new moments, re-seeing things through your past, recognizing moments, exploring, observing each old moment from a new perspective, a new angle, and drawing your awareness into your calves now, seeing your calves, and if there's any tensions, any stress, anxieties, any worries there held in your calves, seeing them as knots of ropes all tightly wound together, of fibers and threads. When I count 1, 2, 3, releasing, relaxing, letting them go, soothing, softening, unwinding, just warming, comfortable, drifting, moving backwards in time. And your calves are so relaxed, and perhaps you feel the warm, glowing energy upon the skin of your toes, your ankles and calves. A warming, soothing, relaxing energy in and through the skin. For some, you may feel this as a tingling of energy, and for others, a warmth. And it doesn't matter who you are and how you feel it. Just recognizing that sensation and drawing your awareness into your knees and your thighs, and seeing there in your knees and thighs any tensions, anxiety, stress, worries, all there in the form of threads, of knots, of ropes, all tightly wound together, the fibers, and just noticing that, noticing that. 1, 2, 3, releasing, relaxing, letting go, unwinding, soothing, softening. It just feels as if you just shed a shell, shed an old shell of tension as you're beginning to feel even more relaxed, soothed, and softened. This wonderful, relaxed, deep sensation moving throughout your body, and you might be feeling quite different without the same limitations and boundaries as we draw your awareness into your pelvis, your lower back, your lower abdomen, and just seeing any tensions, stresses, worries, anxieties there in the form of knots or ropes, fibers or threads all tightly wound together, seeing that, feeling that tension and stress for a moment as I count 1, 2, 3 and relax and release and let go, unwinding, softening, releasing, relaxing, drifting, beautiful relaxation, so deep, so comfortable, tensions just dispersing, dissolving, drawing your awareness into your lower back, into your stomach, and perhaps taking a moment to recognize any organs in your stomach that seem to have more ropes, more tension, more stress, more threads, more fibers, more threads, more anxieties, more worries than any other. And as I count 1, 2, 3, they all release, unwind, untie, relaxing, soothing, softening, drifting wonderfully deep. And as we're moving through your body, it seems now as if time is slowing down and time is beginning to move so slowly, as if almost now it begins to move backwards, moving backwards instead of forwards. The freedom to move in all directions through time, backwards and not just finding those sticky moments and memories to which you normally turn to, but finding brand new moments in your past, brand new perspectives in your past, where you can see things afresh and explore them for a moment, and you remember, and you forget, and as you forget, you remember, drawing your awareness into your lungs and your ribcage, and up and over your shoulders, and seeing any tensions, stresses, or worries, any anxieties there in your lungs, your ribs, your shoulders, any channels that are blocked. There is fibers, threads, ropes, knots all tightly wound together. And as we count 1, 2, 3, releasing, relaxing, softening, soothing, warming, comfortable, filling up your lungs, your back, and your shoulders. And this wonderful, soothing relaxation moving through the skin, glowing from you, drawing your awareness down your shoulders, through to your upper arms, your elbows, and your forearms, and seeing there within your arms, your elbows, any tensions, anxieties, or worries, there in the form of threads, of knots, of ropes, all tightly wound together. And as you count 1, 2, 3, releasing, relaxing, letting go, softening, soothing, rippling through your entire body, each part of you, from your arms to your shoulders, all the way through to the tips tips of your toes, relaxing, sinking even more deeper, drifting, softening, glowing. Awareness on the wrists, the palms, each finger, any tensions, anxieties, stresses, worries, in the form of threads, of knots, of fibers, of ropes all tightly wound together. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, releasing, relaxing, letting go, soothing, softening, drifting even deeper, even more deeper. And as you're going deeper and you're sinking into a wonderful, deep, relaxed trance level, floating in the ocean of the subconscious mind, floating in the great, vast ocean of security, of expanse and vastness. You're becoming more and more relaxed, drifting, and you're sinking deeper and falling more and more asleep. Drawing your awareness, your throat, towards your jaw, the nape of your neck, seeing any fibers and threads, any ropes, all tightly wound together. Counting 1, 2, 3, releasing, relaxing, softening, letting go. Your awareness into your jaw, your cheeks, your mouth, your teeth, your nose, into your eyes, your brow, your ears. Fibers, threads, knots, tightly wound. 1, 2, 3, releasing, relaxing, letting go. Sinking, softening, deeper, deeper, deeper. Rippling through your entire body, drifting. Awareness now in your mind, your brain, your skull, the back, the front, knots, fibers, threads, anxieties, worries, stress. 1, 2, 3, releasing, relaxing, letting go, sinking, drifting. Your entire body fully, wonderfully settling, stable, sitting, resting, suspended, floating, soft and light. Perfectly balanced, channels open, non-restricted, no boundaries. So here, within your mind, in this wonderful, pliable place, we bring in the statements that are good and useful for you. I allow my mind to move back in thought. I notice changes in the previous moment and changes in the previous moment. I see behind in the past and explore in new angles. I move backwards. I change direction of my thought and my mind for this moment. I recognize the old thoughts and memories, the old feelings I tend to stick to and return to, and that's okay. But also, with this ability and this freedom, I regress backwards to new moments, to new memories, and new instead of being before me. New is something behind me. and I discover in the past, how did I become that? When did that start? Who am I now? How did this come to be? I regress and move backwards to the most nutritional parts of my memory, or the spiritual, mental, emotional, physical. I explore all parts of my memory, going backward. And now, on this journey, imagine that you're standing at the top of a 3-step staircase. In a moment, I will count you down this staircase. 3, 2, 1. When we reach the bottom level and you step down these stairs, your mind will be looking through your eyes from a place in your past. And you will be experiencing life once again from a captured moment. So beginning now, 3, and as you're moving back, you're also relaxing deeper. 2, back there in the past, but now the past is the future, followed there into the past. 1, back, but forward in the past, which is the future, in that moment, in that memory. Who am I now? How do I see life? What have I learned? What do I learn? Well done. Fantastic. It will shortly be time to bring yourself completely back to this wonderful, relaxed, hypnotic session. If you're listening to this session at night, before going to sleep, you can ignore the call back and allow yourself to drift into a wonderful deep sleep that reminds you of so many valuable parts of your past at any moment within your past. If you're listening to it during the day, I will call you back by counting the numbers 1 to 3 very sharply and affirmatively. And with each number you hear, you'll begin to become more and more aware of the room in which you're sitting, your body once again, and you'll begin to bring your awakening consciousness back to full alertness, awakeness, refreshing, energized. And then at the number 3, you will open your eyes and be fully awake and alert. Fully awake and alert and back in the room. So 1, hearing me, once again reminding yourself of the room in which you're sitting, once again reminding of yourself of your body. 2, reminding yourself of those essences, those aspects of energized, refreshed, of being awake and alert. And when we get to that number 3, open your eyes and be present in the room, awake, alert and refreshed. 1, 2, 3, open your eyes, fully awake and alert. Well done. All the very best.